The girls are saying tease it. I gotta tease it. I just took it out the package. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. Oh, back. Okay, hold on.
Yes. All right, there we go. That's all right. We can do the show now. We can do the show now.
Okay, all
I'm not.
right.
Dis- I'm not distracted now.
Okay, like I'm gonna tease that and see because I don't know. Like it didn't look bad with a filter. Okay, it's
All right,
so
this is
much.
good. I appreciate this. Yes, we good to go.
Yeah, I don't get my hair done to the 25th, so we doing wig reviews
Damn,
Tuesday.
25th. Why the
I
20th?
know. My guy's booked and busy. Okay, like I'm
Damn.
gonna have to buy some more St. Louis like baseball caps because I only got like I have this hat. I have one where the brim is more flat and duck like, not like this. Uh, and then I got like a Boston Red Sox hat because my brother likes to troll me, and that's it. We're gonna get this show on the road because I gotta be out of here at 1:30 for an
Let's do it.
interview. So this week was so messy.
Look, it's beyond messy.
It was it. I mean, I don't like. I do not like how Gina is trying to play with Clint. I do not like it at all, and so I feel like I feel like she. First of all, she low key gaslighting this dude.
She's been doing that since the beginning, though.
She been doing it since the beginning. She has been doing it since the beginning.
Thing about you talking about my weight, even though he was the one starting it, talking about he was a ginger and I don't mess with gingers. But
Yep.
then she brought it to the girl. He didn't even bring it up about her saying a ginger. He only brought it up after she was like, "Yeah, he was talking about that. He don't physically fit," and made him like a villain thing of like, "Hey,
Yep.
this is what it is."
And then it still has never come up since then, except for her saying, well, we're not attracted to each other. You are not attracted to him. So just say that. And here's the thing. She's tried to she's sticking this out longer than what Dom stuck it out with Mac, right? So
Mhm.
because they kind of presented them with the hey, so you ready to hit the we done button or y'all gonna try to figure something out, right? So I don't like that she was saying that she was gonna give it a try and she really still has not tried. And even when they were talking to the experts, they came in SOS, both of them. I don't think I've seen Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal uh, come to somebody at the same time, like couple at the same time. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I think what's really that's why it's so wild because when you're listening to her and you see his body language, and it's just like I feel like Clint is trying to be polite and not embarrass her. But the thing about the food, I cook dinner for her, and she is like, "You don't cook stuff that I like." So yes, to a certain extent, but if you know that this person that's your husband is trying to make an effort, then say, you know what, I like to eat, I like chicken and rice or whatever you like to eat. Say that and then see if the next time he cooks, does he remember this? Does he make that? Does he put
She
forth
just
that
put it out there like he's supposed to know ahead of time that that's her whole menu.
right? He never asked me, but also sometimes you can kind of take the lead on that conversation, saying things like, oh, like I know you like to cook, like, yo, if you made me this because you can cook really good, let me see if you can make my favorite dish, blah 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 blah. She's not making an effort. She does not like Clint at all, unfortunately.
And Clint is trying so hard,
He's
man.
trying so hard. He meets up with Mackenzie and has a conversation about what's happening. Mac is all like so shocked that they don't get along, that they're
And
not
he's taking notes on what he need to do to get in the
taking
DMs.
notes, taking names and taking notes. You saying this and you saying that.
I know what I need to do.
Mm-hmm. And trying to play it like he's so shocked.
And he been in the DMs allegedly.
Well, I guess we'll find that out next week.
Oh yeah. But I'm just saying until we know for sure, it's allegedly until next week.
So, and I feel like based on how they've edited the previews for the next show, it looks like Clint might be blindsided by the actions that are about to partake.
Oh, they didn't play them like that.
Yeah, that's how the editing looks. And I'm just mad because y'all know I feel like I'm gonna say this, and I said this in the comments on the Mavs page because they did. We talked about the post. They shortchanged a lot of people by I don't know what the science is and how they pair people together, but a lot of people were mismatched. Like
Mm-hmm.
except for Nicole and Chris, but everybody else was mismatched.
It's almost like somebody put the wrong envelopes in the different places, like on accident. Like,
Yeah,
this is boring. Let's move it around. It's gonna be a little bit more spicy if we can move these
if
envelopes.
we do this and do that, yeah, absolutely. Because another thing that's happening that's super super weird, um, we've talked about this, and I know he's been open about like his mental health, but with Shaquille is night and day, and it's now looking as if he does not like Kirsten at all.
No, he's done.
He's done. He is where Jasmine was a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. But the other two people put them into that situation where they was like, I'm not dealing with this shit no more.
Yeah, and I think it's weird that now all of a sudden Shaquille is asking the questions like, you don't really mess with your family like that, like y'all don't show up for each other, like my family comes running. But you have to also understand that everybody has different family dynamics. Mm-hmm. So what you could be used to, it's a lot of people like how Shaquille's family is, like we're not like that. We're probably more like how Kristen is, and the person that's gonna show up is my sister.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know one of the guys I dated when I dated my ex that's in St. Louis for like 5 years. His family still has contact with me. Like that's how we were. They like integrated me into their family. So they check in and say hello. Like the cousins buy candles, like like all that different stuff. So it's like everybody's family dynamic is different. It felt nice, but maybe that's something you could have been doing. Shaquille is like, okay, well, since her family really isn't around, let me show her what that's like. Because she said that all switched when her parents got divorced.
It's because he just tired of her. Because if she was like really like giving him like bandwidth, I feel like he would do that. He just tired of her and all her shenanigans.
I don't, but are they shenanigans, or is it a person living their life? And I signed up for something and I didn't realize like the whole process is backwards. So yeah, we married, but now it's me dating you, and this is still new to me, and so I'm not sure if I want to dive in head first. Don't forget she's an Aquarius, so she's gonna take her time to feel somebody out.
Yeah.
So they paired her with somebody that seems very, very codependent, and we don't operate in those spaces. Like we have our moments where we want to be in your skin, but then outside of that, it's like, leave us the hell alone.
Yeah, let me do me.
Yeah. And so I think that's where the issue is coming in, because I feel like Shaquille don't want his wife to really have a life. He wants her to be there at his beck and call. Because the whole thing, and you got all this other shit going on, you got school, you work, and you doing all this stuff, you mentor, and then, but like she said, he comes home, she tries to engage with him. We saw the video. He is so dry and like.
But he's tired. You got to remember, but he's been built up to that too. I got to give him that. She's been
A little bit, but
stalwart.
I'm not gonna
No,
put
she's
all of
been
that on her.
stalwart, but she's been stalwart him for a while. Sitting there like, oh well, I don't even know if I even like you. Like just stuff like that, like fucks with you over time.
But we got that out of Kirsten for like a couple weeks. Once they
No,
had the conversation, no, I feel like there was a shift where when they did that game, because think about it, it's still before the game was before the intimacy game was before Devon Franklin came in. So that was some weeks ago.
yeah, but we was at episode like 13 at that point.
No, okay, you being dramatic. You being a dramatic.
We're on episode 18 right now. Devon
I
Franklin was like
know,
14 to 15.
but still, I feel like that was still enough time where she was able to kind of engage with him, and I feel like she still, you couldn't be like, yes, she was very cold at first. She was. And whereas I feel like he was expecting it to be something else right away. It still
You thought it was gonna be more like fun and new, but you would
like
think
it was like, okay, we got married, so let's immediately play house. No, nigga, like what's your favorite color? What do you like to do for fun? What do you have going on with yourself? What are you majoring in school or whatever? Like, let me get to know you. So she took a little slower to get to know him. But then also on the flip side, when she's telling him, this past week, hey, I invited my family over for us to like, talk and connect, and he just like dry. Oh, okay, I didn't know. And then he was like, well, he said something about them maybe not communicated enough in his confessional. When that's what she said, she's been saying for the past few weeks. Like, I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to communicate with you. I'm trying to understand. And you know how big of a deal that is to us. Like, we want to see where your head is at. And now you playing this weird game where it's just not cool. And I feel like Shaquille think he know what he wants because there are certain boxes that you're supposed to check. So he feels like he's checking these boxes, and so he got it together. But he really don't know what he wants. I don't know. That's me though. I don't know.
I can see where you're coming from with that. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. It's just interesting with him. He's just. I wonder if some of this is just backlash because he just think that she doesn't really fuck with him.
Yeah, it could
be.
I
wonder if it's part of that is he's like, man, if you don't even like me, so if you ain't gonna be down with like almost like where he's kind of like somewhat being petty to the extent like, since you don't like nothing I'm doing, well, I'm gonna start checking you for all this stuff that I was gonna let go and like try to nurture with. No, you need to have all your shit together then. Everything I wanted, I'm trying to get then. Since I ain't everything you want, you better be everything I want then.
Yep. And which makes sense how you were saying he was talking about her job, like he don't take her job seriously.
No, he doesn't.
So he don't. It's like a level of like it's passive aggression. That's just simply let's call it what it is. So I don't know, man. Like I was thinking that they might say yes because they had gotten so far, they had come a long way, they consummated the marriage.
Yeah,
which I felt like, okay,
if somebody had bad sex, I'm trying to tell you that, because that should extend him out. That should extend him out a little bit. That should have gave him a little bit more bliss.
But what if? But then don't forget, in that moment, you had Nicole kind of coming to speaking up for Kirsten a little bit, and he kind of felt some type of way about that. But so it kind of shifted that moment a little bit.
I'm telling you, if the sex was good for both of them, they would be fine at least up to the reunion.
If the sex was like, I think he had clearly got some sort of pleasure out of it because he's the one that said something. Notice how Kirsten really didn't say anything, and then you remember how Jasmine came to her and was like, "Oh, I got to talk to you then because you've been keeping secrets."
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe he was a quick pumper.
No. Okay. Then if he was excited about saying they did, maybe he's the one that didn't perform well.
That's what I'm saying, because don't you think it's weird? Like Kirsten is really close with Nicole, because you remember she took her lingerie shopping. She was kind of
Mhm.
telling her how to tap into her sexy. So this is how you know Kirsten be probably getting down. And then she is close with Jasmine. So for her not to share the information, at least with them two, just saying.
Ooh.
And speaking of Jasmine and Eris, they seem to still be hitting milestones.
But it's too slow. They ain't got enough time. They ain't got enough time.
It's almost kind of like it's a little I don't know if it's too late, because I feel like we probably gonna have like two episodes before we hit decision day, maybe, or maybe one more episode before decision day.
Yeah, it's not. It's too late.
It's too late.
It's too
I
late.
think they'll be, but see, what I think is gonna happen is that they gonna stay together because they hit those thresholds so late, and then maybe by the time we get to the reunion,
She ain't
they're
got.
not gonna be together.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
Mhm.
okay.
I think that could potentially happen because he realizing that a lot about her, and you keep saying you're this sexual creature. She does a strip tease dance, and first of all, you talking about you like booty and all this stuff. She got a booty on her.
Yeah, she does.
He just, I think, y'all know, I go back to the cousin being in his way. The cousin been in his way this entire time, and now I think he's finally took a deep breath and really fully immersed himself in this experiment too late in the game. But I'm
Mhm.
telling you, that's why they will probably stay together, just solely because they have hit all those little points later than everybody else. And then he still don't want to have sex. He want to wait because he knows that sex has been clouding his judgment. And I can appreciate his honesty
Yeah,
on that.
100%. He's right. He's right with that. It's just interesting. I mean, I got more faith in them now than I do with Kirsten and Shaquille. Now it's like a
Yeah.
weird flip now.
Yep. I knew that shit was gonna happen.
You think you did?
I felt it out because there was too because it wouldn't make sense. It like if it didn't happen, like we were like, oh, Shaquille and blah blah blah. Kristen got to warm up, and he's such a good guy, and forget Eris, and he lame, and blah blah blah. I'm telling you, it was inevitable. It was sitting right there in front of our faces, and we missed it.
Mm, damn. Just right there.
It's right there, just right there.
Damn. I mean, I wouldn't even. Damn. I just didn't know. I thought they was done for. I thought they would be kick themselves out.
Yeah.
I thought they would have been over just like. So do they bring back Mackenzie and old girl for a reunion? Do they bring them back for the
So
reunion?
they'll definitely come back from the reunion because they'll talk about what happened. But don't forget, there's something that happens, and I was telling you offline that I think when we see Dom kiss Clint, it's because it'll be after
He finds
decision
out
day
about
or
the,
something. Yeah,
or he
and
finds out about the DMs and be like, well, fuck it. Let me hit up old girl and see what
we
she.
probably have more in common anyway. So and see what happened.
The Marlboro man.
The Marlboro man.
Yeah, we just got to figure out with these people where like. This one is. I only see fucking Nicole and what you call her making it, to be honest.
Yeah. And Nicole gonna mess up and push Chris away because she in her head a little too much. She just got to take a deep breath. The living thing is absolutely, like I told you last week.
Yeah.
I think she is right by asking him about that. But I think she just gotta. This is why I'm saying, like, they need to be able to offer these. The expert should have come or extend some sort of therapy to them afterwards, because she needs therapy. You was letting men burn you with cigarettes You need therapy. And that's no shade. That's no shade. But she is going to hold him accountable for the past mistakes that men have made, and it's a different experience, and she gotta get to a place where she can fully let that go and really immerse herself into Chris.
Yeah, I mean that's yeah. But that, I mean, that's with anybody. It's gonna take time. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it takes
I give
time,
him that,
but she
and I
gotta
give
want to
him
do the
that.
work though. She gotta want to do the work to let that go. She got to. So if she wants to experience pure bliss with him, she gotta let it go.
Yeah, I mean,
She gotta move on, man. She gotta do the work. And people say they want to do the work, but that's a lot of work. It's a
yeah,
lot of work.
it's a lot of work.
It's a
Damn.
lot of work. And we all are work in progresses,
Yeah,
like we all
yeah.
can benefit from some form of therapy. Therapy is not a bad thing. So, I love that our people are trying to change that stigma of what it's supposed to be and what it looks like and what it's for, because it's not like, I have an episode coming up where I talk to a psychotherapist and we talk about the ins and outs of that, and healing in real time, man. Because I just feel like, I don't know, like I we that's what he said. Because I was gonna say, even circling back to Kirsten and
Mhm.
Shaquille, right? We she had a wall up, and as it was coming down, he said that maybe he was using those bricks to build a
And he
wall.
got back on the other side.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. So there's something that's preventing, and it ain't, I don't think it's on Kirsten. I don't think it's on her this time. I think something has happened because she has revealed that she is trying to be receptive to him and open. And I don't think it's too late. There's something there that he's not talking about. That's what I get from him. Like, I get what you were saying, like maybe he felt like it's too late and so he just kind of over it. No, that there was something that was like kind of like this weird switch for him. And my sister peeped that too and called it out, because she was even
Mm.
saying how it was weird that all the, like, with the black couples that the women were driving versus the and those men, like, showing up as passive aggressive, and then on the flip side, on the in the white couples, the men were driving, like it was like they were taking the reins and taking the lead. And I was
Mm.
like, I never thought about it like that. And I was like, I get what you're saying.
Mm. I mean, ew. I mean that's ooh. I didn't even thought about that. I got to think about that one.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's a man. Huh. Yeah, I'm interested in how these last few episodes gonna go though.
I'm so interested.
I know
'Cause
Shakira, man. Maybe you need to be blowing some back out. I mean, I don't know what's going on, so I'm not going to assume that. But somebody didn't have good sex. I don't. That's why I'm just putting that up. Somebody.
I've I mean, for her own girl not to even say, like, don't tell nobody, like, don't tell Eris, or don't tell Chris, but this happened. Like, you ain't say nothing, and she just, and Paul Kirsten with that blank look on her face.
Yeah, she's got that. She's got that clueless look, like a girl from Clueless.
Like, you can tell she was just like a little embarrassed.
Yeah,
So
I mean, or maybe her sexual performance wasn't up there, and she was just trying to get something out of it. Maybe it wouldn't. Maybe she was tripping.
maybe she was leaving. She was trying to lead her with something.
I don't. But as we wrap up, what's up with this wig situation? Ooh, can you explain this to the listeners? Listeners, if y'all just checked in, Dom had on the Donna Summers, a Diana Ross wig going on.
Okay,
So
look.
it's a wig review show you're doing after this, right?
Well, I'm not. No, that's for another podcast. This wig is Farron and I are gonna do some wig reviews, and we were talking about it. Been doing this for a while. We've been talking about doing this because she said she got a whole bunch of wigs that she just need to get rid of that were terrible or whatever. So we just doing a wig review of like wigs and stuff that we bought on Amazon. Some good, some bad. Um, and yeah, so we trying it out. This one is synthetic hair. I would have to definitely, if I decided to keep this, change, like put my makeup on the part because that's a white scalp. Which is weird because like all the photos, like it's all black girls in this wig. In the like the
Advertisement.
reviews, like when they promoting it. So I would just have to figure it out and see. Um, but yeah, I sometimes like the other day, I have a curly wig, like a fro. Like that's not a big deal, but I have to tease that a little more. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Like the so it's just funny. It's just something fun because like I said, like I always get my hair done. Been trying to cut back costs in this economy, but also my stylist just didn't have no appointments until the 25th. That's also my fault because he told me to text him for my next appointment. And then once I realized that I did not do it, like a week or so had bypassed. So yeah, that was on me. But you better believe when I'm there on the 25th, I'm saying, look, I'm going to see Usher in Vegas this date. I need if I can't see you again until the day before I leave for this trip, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
We gotta redo this shit.
Yeah, I just needed to see Usher. Maybe, somebody be like, oh, you and your sister cute. Let's move y'all to the front row or come on the stage or something. Like
You never
I'm
know.
trying to show because I'm like, what y'all know about a super?
Oh man, do we need to have an emergency one of our shows this week with the Chris
I think
Brown?
we need an emergency episode. We need an
Yeah,
emergency episode
yeah,
because
it's gotta
people are out here.
yeah, we gotta have an emergency. I know we do every other
It's
week.
too like every week this happens. It's like we wrap up and then everybody wants to act the fool, and then we gotta wait 2 weeks to talk about it.
Ebony K. Williams is wilding on the rebuttal. If the original one I wasn't even mad at. I'm mad at her double down. Talking about C&D students and average. I was like, oh, hold on. I'm fine with your preferences. You can't shit on regular people that's just trying
You
to hustle.
can't do that. And then I
And
want,
fucking grades are a fucking antiquated thing that has something to do with somebody else's idea of what intelligence is. It's not even a fucking real thing.
and
That's a
we know where that stems from.
racism, the shit she was talking about with white supremacy. The idea of grades is white supremacy. Like, fuck. But we're going to talk about that this week.
How are we not on a syndicated show, friend? I don't understand.
It's coming. It's coming soon,
It's
though.
coming because like
Hey, look, people been in the comment. It's coming. It's coming soon.
I don't understand. I don't understand. And that's the thing that's frustrating. And then people like her have platforms. And I'm like, you can't relate or understand certain stuff. Just that's a whole nother thing. We're gonna get political over here. But we will talk about
Yeah, we got to do it this week.
Usher, Chris Brown, this fight thing where it's
And this is the end of Chris Brown's career too. Just FYI, I think
that didn't happen. But it
it
didn't
never
happen.
happened.
It didn't happen how the blogs wrote it out. Because remember, Usher's supposed to have a broken nose.
Well, no, I'm talking about the idea, period, of him getting an altercation with him, period.
In the video, honestly, to me, the video is Usher telling him, come on, man, like, just it's chill. And then you see Chris like trying to explain to him like what happened. So also, I'm devil's advocate a little bit.
Mhm.
If apparently if him and Tiana Taylor had not been on good terms, and maybe Usher wasn't aware of that, but why would she go somewhere where she know like the
Yeah, why did you go to his party? Like, even if Usher was like, "Yo, come through. I'm doing something for Chris," like, I don't fuck with me and Chris.
yeah, but like we're not talking right now.
And then
Because
maybe
he's
Usher
said before like, they've had moments where what'd you say?
maybe he was like, you know how somebody be like, "Man, it'd be all good, man." Like, dude, that was 5 years ago.
No, it was too. It was if it's based on what just recently happened that was fresh, and I feel like like, and I'm not trying
Problem
to
is,
shift the blame. I'm not trying
I
to
know,
shift
but
the
Chris
blame.
Brown got to see Iman Shumpert though too. If it's
Right.
somebody,
So it's a lot,
and
and
he's from Chicago.
alcohol and drugs was involved. But I was telling my sister, I was like, oh my God, like this is coming from a person that I know, like Chris Brown's history. I like his music. I've been really like trying to separate the two, but you were
But it
making
don't
it
matter. The
harder.
damage is done though, Don. Like people was kind of like, okay, fuck it. It was a long time ago. But this behavior
Yeah,
goes
that's when
back
we
to
talk about therapy. Chris Brown has to do the work. Chris Brown got to get off them drugs.
oh, that is the main thing. You gotta get off them
He got to get off them drugs. He got to get off that pipe. He got to get off that rock, man. Because that's what's really going to ruin him and take him out. Is because you can't make sound decisions in judgment. Like, I already, like, I don't have a problem with you being emotional and wanting to express how you feel, like, but it's a way to kind of do that. And when it comes to celebrityism, there are certain things and certain rights that get taken away when you enter into that realm. So you have to be cognizant of that. And I feel like he don't have the best people around him still, and he got to do the work. And if he don't want to do the work, them drugs is gonna take him out. And I really couldn't see him. Like, I would hope that it's one thing, because in the video you see him, he clearly says F her. He's talking to Usher about Tiana Taylor. But I'm like, if he it's just tricky because he was like trying to, I don't know how he came at her, but they said
my thing is like, that's some shit like you felt like you was fucking with her type thing. Like, I ain't never
apparently
unless they was trying to fuck with them, or they used to fuck with them like that.
Well, I know that she said before, like on Andy Martinez, like they're like siblings, like they like brother and sister for real. They don't have, like, they'll have their moments where they cool, and then there's moments where they not cool, but that's always gonna be her brother. So apparently this stems from her backing out of a performance or was creative directive of something.
So this is actually real.
And she backed out, and the next thing you know, they cut the performance because from the American Music Awards. So
Right,
like the night before. Yeah, like a day or a day or two before.
Oh, she's supposed to be in it with him?
This is what the reports are saying. It's weird because I thought that he was performing with Sierra. So look, we'll talk about it. I'll get the ins and outs, so then we come with all the correct information.
Yeah, I gotta read this up on this though, because I mean,
it's weird. Retrograde. This has been a tough retrograde. And a full moon. Yeah. I didn't have that on my bingo card. Usher and Chris Brown getting into it, but I think Usher was just more so trying to diffuse it. And of course, we know how clickbait works. So of course, Usher and Chris Brown is gonna sound more clickable than Chris Brown is mad at Tiana Taylor.
Right.
They still gonna click, but you're not probably gonna get as many clicks. And then it also it kind of looked weird where it's like domestic violence.
Right, and he's already got that.
Yeah, he already got that. So they was trying to diffuse it, but then it still comes across like this person can't keep it together. So I hope he get the help that he needs. We love a redemption story, but we've given him like 20, so he got to figure it out. So I thank y'all so much for tuning in. And
y'all got some bonus shit too.
Right. We hope that Chris Brown. Tell everybody where they can find us.
Yeah. SLC Network. That's where you can get Everyone Needs an Aquarius. Check us out over there. Everything is up there. You can Google it. It's all audio, video, whatever you want. Shout out to Chris Brown, man, for bringing us back an extra week early.
An extra week early.
You brought us into the office. We bring this in the office this week extra early.
I know. This is just hilarious, and I can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Mother's Day, I have a Mother's Day promo right now. 20% off your purchase of $60 or more using code MAMA. But also, you will receive a gift with purchase for this go round of the discount. So be sure to share this with your family, your friends, get something for your loved one for Mother's Day. And also, it's like, why buy mom or whomever, a bouquet of roses or flowers that are going to wilt once you walk out the door? You can buy them a bouquet scented, floral scent from us, where it's going to last them potentially 30 days plus, depending on how they burn the candle. So
right.
That's all I'm saying. So use code MAMA, MAMA at checkout to receive your discount and your gift for purchase. And we will see y'all here next week.
There we go.